You remember the United States? It went around the world saying it's going to bring democracy in Iraq, going to bring democracy in Afghanistan, in Libya. Go and ask them, how market? See where Iraq is? See where Afghanistan is today? See where Libya is? Thanks to their meddling, it's not their business. They're all independent countries and people will do what they want to do in that country. It's not Nigeria is not the police man of Africa going to do democracy. My concern is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing the bidding of the Western world.
That's a presumed
No, it's
statement.
not. It's not presumed. At one time, Bazoum was their man. Where is Bazoum today? At one time, Idris Deby was their man. Where is he today? Oh, Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States, all of a sudden was calling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu about Niger. Has she ever called? With all the massacres going around the north. Has she ever called the president? Has Macron ever called? All of a sudden they love us. We're raising our voices and telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at a time when leaders of African Francophone countries are severing ties and distancing themselves from their colonial masters. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is slowly dragging Nigeria into this mess. This is a proxy war, and it's going to be a proxy war between NATO and Russia. The Wagner group, this mercenary group, they are in Libya, they're in Central African Republic, they're in Mali, they're in Mozambique, they're in Burkina Faso. Well, they will come to Niger. That's where Niger is calling them. So who are you going to fight when you go there? Are you going to fight Nigerian armies, or are you going to find Guinean armies, Malian armies that are coming to give them reinforcement, or the Wagner forces? Nigeria should not go into a mess it has no business getting into. We have two wars. Northern Nigeria, we have been at war for 14 years with Boko Haram, since 2009. Northern Nigeria, we have been at war with bandits and kidnappers for 9 years, going to 10. Well, you have two major wars that you've not solved. All of a sudden, you're leaving them abandoned project. Or you're going to do the policeman of the region, you're going to bring democracy. It's not your business. Northern Nigeria, what we are telling Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is we want you to conclude these wars that have been bothering us for the last 14 years. Channel all your energy and channel your military to make sure we conclude Boko Haram, we conclude banditry. It's not going to be a forever war. It has pillaged our societies. We have millions displaced from their ancestral homes. Our economy is shattered. Our schools are gone. Infrastructures are gone. And then all of a sudden, we are the messiahs. We want to bring democracy when we have two wars that we've not finished. We're going to start another war. Northern Nigeria, we're saying it loud and clearly, any war on Niger will be a war on Northern Nigeria. Mr. President, those that elected you, Nigerians that elected you, and you are the president of Nigeria now, they elected you to bring peace to Nigeria and conclude these wars that we have. We have IPOB and ESN, go and solve that problem. We have Boko Haram, we have banditry everywhere. All 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria are on fire.
You know, it's always good to watch videos like this or to hear people talk, because I believe that information is very, very powerful. It's very, very powerful. When you have information about things, it shapes your ideas about those things. It helps you see those things in a whole new way. This whole issue in Niger, like I have mentioned like a lot on this show, has opened the eyes of many Africans. And we are like Was this how bad things were? Because the issue in Niger has let us understand where many of our so-called leaders, their allegiance lie. We thought because they were our leaders, and by so doing, they were looking out for us. We thought that our countries and the citizens in our countries were the first priorities of the leaders we voted. But we've realized that we, the people, really do not matter. Like no one cares about us. That's the truth. No one cares about our opinion. No one even wants to know what we think because no one even give a crap about what we think. And all these have all been brought to light due to the crisis in Niger. The French have the audacity to tell us that they have interest in Niger, and if those interests are being threatened, they will attack Niger. Forgetful the fact that Niger is an independent country. Niger is a Soviet nation, and France is a foreign country. The French are foreigners in Niger. But no, France has the infantry to threaten Niger. And to add salt to injury, they told Niger point blank, like openly, our ambassador won't leave your country. We won't do what you tell us to do because we do not recognize you as the legitimate authority of the country. And by so doing, we won't listen to you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the belittlement? Can you imagine someone came into your house, stole your food, stole your belongings, disrespected you in your own house? When you ask them to go, and their response is, we won't go because we have interest in your house that we must protect. And if you dare kick us out, if you dare touch any of our interests in your own house, we will trash you, we will deal with you, we will crush you. Can you imagine that? My brothers and sisters, this is a shame. This is total shame. We all should be crying. We all should be crying because before they will pretend, at least they will just make everything look like African countries are independent, so they have rights to their things and their opinions and stuff, and we just have to follow what they see. They will pretend. But right now, they have decided to pull out the charade. Right now, they have decided that they are not going to hide anything anymore. And they are going to do what? Put their fingers right into our eyes and see what we are going to do. That's what they've decided to do. And our own beloved African leader, Tinubu Bola Ahmed, is dancing to that tune. He has decided to sell out Africa for the West. Tinubu, terrible person. Terrible person. He has been threatening Niger. How would an African leader invade an African country for the sake of Westerners? I have never understood that. I've never understood that. How we Africans can attack each other for the sake of Westerners. This is something that has always left me confused. I have never understood that. But that is where we found ourselves. You ask Tinubu, you are planning or you are proposing strongly that an ECOWAS force be set up to invade Niger and reinstate the deposed leader Mohamed Bazoum by any means necessary. You, Tinubu, how much have you done to protect the people in your own country, Nigeria? How much have you done? What have you done? What about Boko Haram? Have you finally crushed them? And how much help or how much assistance have you received from the West to fight Boko Haram? How much assistance have you gotten from them? Highway robbery in Nigeria is the order of the day. Tinubu, what have you done to resolve this problem in Nigeria? What have you done? People are starving. People are going hungry. People don't have jobs. People don't have anything to do. People don't have somewhere to sleep. What have you done to help them? What have you done to take care of them? Have you even listened to their worries? As a good leader, whom you claim you are, isn't it your first priority to take care of your own citizens, the Nigerians who voted you into office? Shouldn't it be the first priority to make sure that all Nigerians are happy and living well? Isn't that what you promised to do? Have you done it? You are out there fighting another man's fight. You would go to invade a neighboring country that doesn't have any issue with you. Because let's understand this whole issue, okay, my brothers and sisters. Had it been that Niger was in a border conflict with their neighbors, or they were trying to invade their neighbors, let's say Ghana or Nigeria, or I think Burkina Faso or Mali, or I think even Chad. If they were trying to invade their neighbors, ECOWAS could have said, yeah, they were causing problems, but Niger is like, we have to protect our country. We have to get our country back because we have realized that we are suffering so much in our country. Why the foreigners, the French, they are taking everything from us. This has to stop. And then Tinubu will come out and say that we cannot accept military juntas in the region. And one more coup is one coup too many. That's what they will say. Forgetting the fact that those people in Niger, the common Nigerians, have been suffering for many years and no one has paid any attention to their sufferings. But now that they are trying to get their country back, neither they are trying to take a new path, neither they are trying to explore other options to see if it might go well for them. Tinubu, who should have been cheering for them, who should have been encouraging them, who should have been celebrating them, is instead condemning them and threatening them. That is Africa for you. But you out there, my brothers and sisters from Africa and in Africa, what is your take on this whole Niger issue? And do you think that Tinubu's and ECOWAS approach to the issue in Niger is justified? Share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below because, like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, do not forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel because little bit of good way, like the one you're doing just now, help us a lot and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.